So what have y'all been up to? It's been fucking forever since we did this.
Dying. I've been dying.
Sounds like it, man.
Slowly, slowly and quickly. Quickly and slowly. Nothing but death.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
oh
do be
fuck.
like that sometimes.
They
Yeah,
don't they don't think it be like it be what it do.
yes, sir. Oh my god. I had this big long fucking rant that I was gonna go on about Doug Gottlieb and his whole like going at Andrew Luck thing, but that's like a month
He
and a half old.
yeah, he's a flying piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
That piece of shit.
Pizza shit.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
Hey. Yeah, for somebody who fucking had to change colleges to Golden West College, a school that he probably didn't even hear of before he was at Notre Dame because of the whole roommate credit card fraud thing that he did. He really has no place to talk.
Listen, man,
But
you
he
you
did
want to come
though.
at me because it's something I did in my past? Fuck you. You ain't got no room to talk either. You ain't you do shit your past. Blah, blah, blah. That's his. That's him. That's what he said. Bullshit
Yeah.
like that.
It's
Like,
true.
Damn.
okay, bud. By the way,
You know,
how'd the credit card scam treat you? Fucking asshole.
you know, I'm at this weird mindset right now where I've been fighting with this lately. It's like, okay, people can change and we can all improve, we can all do better because we all make mistakes and stuff like that. But there are certain mistakes and certain things that you do like consciously that like can't be forgiven.
Yeah, like rape.
Yeah,
It's true.
You can't
like
really
shit like
forgive
that.
rape. That's pretty fucked. That's like probably the most fucked outside of like murder.
Right.
Like
Like
conscious ass murder. like
yeah,
I'm
like
going to
fucking
kill this person and take their life away. And that's pretty
right.
much you do that in a way with rape. It's like anything you do dumb shit like that, you're going to be canceled and you should be.
Exactly. It's like earned, not given. But like I don't know, cause like people like Brock Turner, right? Like the rape thing that you just said, like he can never be forgiven. That's something that's like fuck you, burn in hell. But there are
Yeah.
certain things where like people make mistakes and people do certain things, and it's like, people change. We all get better. We all improve on who we are and what we've done. But there are certain things that you
Oh,
can't
for
improve.
sure. Like freaking an opinion. That seems to be the big thing that people so I guess this goes back to Doug Gottlieb. He can be forgiven, but he's still an
Yeah,
asshole.
right. Yeah. Or putting out racist tweets and then asking for Venmo money for your Bush Light fucking shit to be funded. And then the Des
Now,
Moines Register
Did
calling
he
you out for that.
yeah,
put out racist tweets? I didn't.
he
Yes.
Did
did when
somebody?
he
Okay, okay,
was
okay. Did somebody really go back to this fucking man's Twitter just to try to cancel him? Are you fucking kidding me? That
Hey man,
drives
nope.
it
me
wasn't
crazy.
it's not like they did that deep of a dive. It was only like 7 years ago that he put these tweets out.
Jesus, Fruit Loop increased.
And they were really just Daniel Tosh jokes that you just put on Twitter.
And then
Then
and
he's
here's the
just
thing.
quoting something.
Right. And here's the thing too, right? Everybody's so pissed off at the Des Moines Register, they put out a rebuttal article that I agree with. They're like, we didn't make it a separate article. We didn't make it a headline. We didn't do this,
No,
that, or the
it
other.
was buried.
We put it at the very bottom of
It
the
was
story.
buried in it.
We just wanted to be transparent. Because here's the thing, they
This is
put
the
out that
one time
article, right?
where people actually read an article. This is
Yes.
new. This is new.
Yeah.
We're treading on
I-
territory here.
Well, it's Des Moines about an Iowa fan, so it makes
Iowa
sense.
State.
What people. But it is the fan is from Iowa. He's an Iowa
Fair.
fan.
Fair.
He's not an
Man.
Iowa State fan. He's an Iowa fan.
I didn't even. So all I got from this
Great.
whole ordeal was that a kid put up his did a genius thing, put up his Venmo thing for beer money and got $11,000.
A
And
million.
everybody was, a what? He
You
ended up
didn't
with
hear
a
that it reached a
million.
mill? Yeah, because
Nah.
Bush Light
Right.
sponsored him and were like, we'll match everything that you're donating.
That's
And we'll
awesome.
donate all of it to the Children's Hospital.
okay, so I thought this ended in just a feel-good story. He ended up getting a bunch of money. He ended up giving it to freaking charity, and everybody's like, "Woo, yeah, good for that kid. That's great. This is a great story." But no, you're diving deeper. It's like, this kid's
Yeah.
a fucking racist. Don't give him any money. Well, he gave it to charity. What an asshole!
Exactly. Exactly.
And Anheuser-Busch would have canceled it if they hadn't promised all that to charity.
Thing too, right? They
Well-
promised all of that after this original article came out with the racist tweets buried at the bottom of the article.
Who?
Now, here's
Oh my
something
god.
funny about this. I'm not fully through this, but the Washington Post has something about this Iowa reporter getting slammed because of his own offensive post.
Oh.
Quit canceling
Flop
people
tickets.
for making quote unquote offensive fucking posts. I'm sure if you scrolled through my Facebook, you'd find something stupid I posted in my teenage angsty ass years. God
No.
damn it.
Facebook probably for sure.
Every
There's
time
a-
there's
I-
so many shit that's deleted, I see them pop in my memories like, oh, that's kind of fucking dumb. Delete.
Mhm.
Oh
Like-
yeah, no, I've been
Facts.
purging most of those.
Facts. Fucking there were tweets that like I remember I put out and then I had to delete way back because I was like, this could be taken super wrong and people could understand that, like, could misunderstand that I'm just joking and that like you shouldn't joke about stuff like that. And,
And
it's
that's
rude.
sad.
Yeah.
That's really sad that is what we're at these days too. It's like these people
Well,
will
and what
misunderstand
really
that I'm
sucks-
joking and I can get fucking canceled for the
Right.
rest of my life and people will not hire me because
Yeah.
some people didn't like what I said.
Mhm.
That's just asinine.
Yeah, and what really sucks is that this poor guy wasn't even making money off of it.
No. Well,
Right.
he probably
That-
bought his
that's where
beer.
it really gets.
He probably bought his beer and sent the rest to frickin' charity.
Yeah, he said he wanted to buy one bushel, and then he was sending the rest to the children.
Is that what we're calling like a 30 rack a bush? Is we calling that a bushel?
Yes.
That
We'll
is
call
my
them that a
favorite
bushel.
thing of all time. I never do that.
Yeah, we that You Betcha guy.
Oh yeah, you
Uh,
betcha.
He's really trying to push that.
I like
and
that a lot.
Yeah, and my buddies back home who drink Busch Light exclusively, like they've been calling it that for a little while, and it's like, damn, that's good shit.
Go grab us a couple bushels there, guy. Oh yeah, you betcha. You want the Busch Light or the Busch Latte? Oh, you're so fucking funny.
Damn.
So how
Uh,
about this Iowa State game may no longer be playing?
Fuck, man. I mean,
Fuck.
I can't say this because we just got done talking about in this last segment about how people might get canceled for things that they say. But
Say it. If it's bad, I'll edit it out.
it's the band.
See now
It's not even the fucking players. It's not the people who make the motherfucking difference
Okay.
out on the goddamn in between the white lines.
Go ahead and explain the
It's the band.
situation to me.
Now,
I am not.
okay.
I've not been filled in.
I'll explain what's basically making the headlines, and then I'll explain what I've read.
Mhm.
'Cause I've gotten a lot of both sides here. The main thing is that as the Iowa band was leaving the field, they were going through a tunnel with fans exiting the stadium. They're getting yelled at and things thrown at them, which is normal. They're used to that.
Jesus.
But they were getting pushed, hit. There's people saying that they were sexually harassed and sexually assaulted. Granted, from what I've read, they exit with 2 police officers.
And they're not doing their damn job.
No, they
That is a
wouldn't
whole
have-
ass band. That's gonna be tough.
They wouldn't have let it go on. And this is Iowa cops, like the University of Iowa police. This
Oh,
isn't Iowa State police, so they're protecting their own people.
and letting Iowa State get groped and
Well,
beaten up and
now,
shit.
that's the thing, is they wouldn't have left that place without filing reports, and there were no reports filed.
Mhm.
Now, what Iowa State has said is that they were supposed to leave the other side of the field where there was nobody.
That would have made sense.
But they went where there were people, and it's said that they were playing their instruments trying to get through.
Did the Sound of Music open up a fucking path or what?
Nope, it just made them mad.
I guarantee that all those kids from Iowa College or Iowa University, like the Sound of Music meme, just look at all these fucks I give and started beating the shit out of these damn kids, beating them, shoving their heads in their damn tubas. Come on.
And
Beep,
so
beep. Fucking idiots. Okay, no, I can't victim blame here.
yeah,
I'm dying.
Oh my god.
yeah. From the only things that I've read and have seen, the only real issues is the potential sexual harassment and assaults.
Yeah, I
That's
guarantee.
the big issue. People getting pushed is bad, but
Punched is worse.
punch is
Booby
absolutely worse.
touched is worse, I guess. Yeah.
Hmm.
But having things thrown at you and you being yelled at profanities, that happens every band.
But you shouldn't. That's almost as
that's
bad as
expected.
punching. Like things thrown at you. Like what are we talking? Like full beer cans? We talking like socks
They
filled with
won't let-
batteries?
No, no sporting event allows you to have cans or bottles. So
Right.
it would be plastic cups.
Okay.
And I think the only bottles they allow are plastic water bottles. So unless that's half full or more, it's
Mhm.
probably not going to hurt you much.
But that's just extremely obnoxious.
Oh yeah,
If
but it happens
DSU
to
tried
Iowa
that
State
shit,
fans as well, when they leave Iowa, like, there's just no doubt that it happens.
I've seen it.
if DSU
So-
tried that shit, we would have gotten like a huge talking to, a huge lecture, and like people would have probably gotten arrested.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Different
they're just,
atmosphere.
I
Yeah.
guess, but it's still
Smaller
extremely
crowd.
fucked that they're not gonna, that they're just gonna like,
It is a lot
well,
smaller
shit, they're just
crowd.
gonna sweep this under the rug. Is there any talks about like,
No, they're talking about not ever playing this game again.
see, you can't
Like
do,
at either location. So essentially, again, this is the fucking band we're talking about.
And
So
what they're going to do if they do play it,
Mhm.
they're going to be on a tighter leash now.
yep.
'Cause
that.
they've both said if we're going to continue this game, which Iowa State cares more about this game than Iowa does,
Yes.
from what I've read, keeping it anyways, that they both need to work on and make sure that this kind of shit doesn't arise anymore, because they've had reports similar to this in years past.
Yeah, if one group
don't
of fans
think it
do it
got
to
as-
one fan or whatever, they're gonna do it to the other stadium too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I mean, not saying that's fair.
No,
Two
absolutely.
wrongs don't make a right. It's all fucking
No.
retarded. I'm gonna say that's fucking retarded. I'm not
Mhm.
belittling anybody, but that's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Also, I seen fucking today the dumbest fucking headline. Jack, were you gonna go on more about that?
I was just gonna say, like, okay, so imagine right, two companies have this like get together. One company goes to another company's thing, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like a banquet or something, right?
Correct.
And then and this is rival companies. And then as
Mhm.
one of the rival companies is leaving, like as the rival company is leaving, like going out the wrong way, all of a sudden this rival company's fucking social media department gets allegedly, I'm not going to say anybody's guilty here, allegedly assaulted sexually, stuff like that.
Okay.
Suddenly now, all of a sudden, this fucking banquet that's been going on for decades, fucking
Mhm.
decades, is going to be canceled now. That has been a huge tradition, and
I
is
don't.
finally getting airwaves in play.
I think that's a bit of a false equivalence, but I see the point you're making.
Like,
But at the
They-
same time, it's like you can't.
it's really,
It's tough because you don't want to
like, it's
cancel
really
this thing
bad.
because you don't want because these kids that are playing in the band, they probably get paid to do this stuff. Probably get paid to go out in the pep band and do all this fun stuff.
They do offer scholarship.
Right.
So they get something for it.
Mhm.
So you don't want to take that necessarily away from them.
No.
But what was I gonna say? I had a pretty good point. Where did it go? Um,
Well,
Because you can't act like this is nothing. You can't act like
Yeah.
nothing
it
happened
is
here.
definitely something.
You have to address it. I don't know that canceling the whole game though is the play here. I don't think it's the move, but
But,
something
like,
has to happen.
back to your point.
this-
If this was like, say, if you had the two companies and like one group of the company fought the other one every time they left, they'd probably cancel the event. They probably
Yeah.
would, like in a company thing.
Right.
So, if you look at it like that, it kind of makes sense, but it's just kind of stupid all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. Is that like
People should
it's
be better people,
understandable?
and we
Right.
we should be letting people know that. And I'm sure these chads are like, Psh, whatever, you can't tell me what to do, mom. You don't understand me. All I know is bush latte. Ugh. Fucking ripping jewels and shit. Fuck off. Hate kids.
Yeah.
Hate kids these days.
I mean, yeah. You gotta address it. It has to be fixed. And again, like Brendan was saying, there's no way that everybody's innocent on both. That anybody's innocent on both sides.
No.
On
No.
either side.
Yeah, nobody's
But-
in this for sure.
But canceling the whole thing?
Hey-
Obviously, I'm biased since I'm an Iowa. I'm a fan of the University of Iowa. Like, I don't want to see this type of game get canceled because this is something that, like, in my opinion, the two games I look forward to the most every single year are Iowa State and Nebraska, just because those are the two most hyped up games. Just
Yeah.
because Black Friday and in-state rival. But I don't know. Like, you do have to address it, but I don't think this is the way to address it.
I don't know either
Well-
because this is a game that doesn't matter, right? None of these like this
No,
game's
out
not
of
going to
conference.
mean anything to either of
It-
these teams other than that it's a rivalry game and the fans
There's a
love to
trophy.
watch them fight. Yeah, so it's just like South Dakota
Yeah.
State versus North Dakota State. It
Right.
doesn't really matter. But if the fans just decided like all the fucking SDSU fans and NDSU fans just could not figure out how to have a healthy rivalry and just start fucking butt fuck raping everybody and bullshit like that and beating up people after every single game, which I'm sure there's a lot of fights that go on outside.
No, probably.
I guarantee it. Fucking drunken South Dakota and North Dakota kids getting together. My state's better than your state. Fuck you.
Right.
But if it's happening on the field, you'd have to talk about canceling it at least. Because like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Like these, like you said, these huge atmospheres, these huge fucking like this huge crowd of people. Just like they can't control themselves. You're not gonna be able to control that as a school. You're just gonna say, you know, you guys should probably stop that. We don't like that. That's bad. And they're just gonna say, well, fuck you, Dad. Nobody cares what you think.
Well, the big thing is, for one, Iowa's only tough non-conference that they ever schedule.
Right.
But also, it's one of the most profitable games every other year for whoever's hosting.
Yes.
So it's hard to say, I mean, can't play this, but it's also, since when do bands travel with the team?
I thought in like bigger colleges that happens like all the time.
I didn't think it happened at all. I thought it
I
was one of
didn't
those
either.
where like, I thought it was one of those where like only the home team gets their band,
That's
and
what
then
I've always thought.
Like,
and
I'm
then
pretty
like
sure.
they'll play if the home team does well, and if the away team does something, then they just kind of let it be or whatever, and they just play to the home crowd.
I've never heard 2 fight songs in a game. I've only ever heard one team's fight song.
Right.
Now maybe
You
I
bothered
don't.
learning the away schools fight song
I-
because that's what 12 songs you got to learn. Well, 6 because home games.
Well, and I don't know much about this Iowa State Iowa rivalry. Do both bands play at halftime? Maybe like
Not that I know of, because this isn't like a bowl game. This isn't like one of those situations where like everybody travels.
yeah. That's why I've just honestly I've never heard of it, but it's not that it doesn't happen. It's just I've never
Right.
known it.
Because if I remember correctly, I went to the Iowa State game that we hosted when I was still living there and like going to school there and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't bring their band from what I remembered. I thought it was just Iowa's band playing when Iowa scored, and that was it. And then when we blew it and lost by a field goal because fuck us, we just were sad, and that was the end of it. That was supposed to go somewhere better.
I'm reading up that like a lot of will have the budget to send their pet bands to like 2 or 3 away games, especially depending on proximity and like who they're
Okay.
playing.
Oh, okay.
that
That
makes
would
sense.
make sense.
Yep,
James,
because Ames to Iowa City to Ames, vice versa, not far.
no.
Yep.
You literally just hop on I-80 and there you are.
Yep.
We
Okay,
can
that would
probably
make
edit out this next part. Do you think this whole claiming to cancel the game thing is just a negotiation strategy?
it's hard to say because
Because-
I think I can't remember exactly. I think it's more the band director from Iowa saying cancel it.
Right. But I thought that
Then,
like
like,
the
the
school administrator or
AD.
somebody who was like big up at Iowa said that as well. Like
Could be.
agreed
Negotiation strategy to accomplish what?
to accomplish like some sort of resolution and some sort like that way. Okay, so like if you're bargaining with somebody, right? This is a horrible example. If you're bargaining with somebody, if you want to pay $40 for something, then you tell them you only want to pay 20, and then they'll negotiate to
Oh.
meet you at 40.
So
right?
so
So
is it that
so
Iowa's,
maybe Iowa's just like bluffing, and they're saying like, well, let's just cancel the whole fucking thing because fuck you guys, you know, whatever, we're done with this. And then Iowa State comes back and goes, whoa, hey now, let's talk this out right. Let's try to come to a resolution. We'll do what we need to on our part. And then Iowa's sitting back like, okay, we showed our hand. They showed who they truly are. They said that they'll fix it, and now we're getting it fixed like we wanted. We didn't actually want to cancel the game.
That could completely be possible.
I'm not
That
saying
could
that
be
it is. If it is the case, I don't condone it. I'm just saying
They took notes from
have to-
Sony and fucking Marvel and Disney.
that's what I'm. Hey, that's kind of what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, what's
maybe it's.
ever come out of that? Disney
Spider-Man's
fucking
dead.
shake their
Spider-Man's
ass up?
fucking dead. And I'm fucking angry. I'm
Fucking-
angry at Sony and Disney because they're both pieces of shit.
You brought it up, man. That's on you.
And you're gonna fucking get it now.
Hey, I am on neither side, but if I was to have to take a side, I'm more on the Sony side.
I'm more on, I want Spidey in my gosh dang MCU. That's what side I'm on.
I get it. I
Facts.
get it.
I'm there.
The Far From Home movie was so good. The Homecoming movie was great.
Hey.
And they set it up for something beautiful in the MCU.
Stan Lee
Spider-Man.
hates Disney, man.
Stan Lee's
Hated.
dead.
Hey, did yeah. Past tense.
And the family still hates Disney. So
The family wanted Stan Lee to die so they'd get his money. They weren't
Damn.
good to Stan Lee.
Yeah.
They accused him of raping his fucking nurse.
He's got a point there. I mean, this is again horrible example. I'm just coming up with horrible examples all day today. That's who I am. Hey. Anyway, look at fucking Jim Buss, the guy who owned and operated the Lakers. He was doing so well. He had Showtime Lakers. He had Kobe and Shaq. Then he passes away, and they went to shit. They're better off now, but
That is a pretty shit example because if his daughter just had full control the entire time, it probably wouldn't have gone as bottom up as it did.
Right.
Man.
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying for sure.
Apples to oranges, but
Yeah, no,
they're both fruit. I don't know.
But no, Brendan, I agree with you. I'm technically more on Sony's side because
Yeah, no.
here's
and I'm-
here's
like,
our
I'm with
property
you
that
as
we
well.
that we buy, that we have acquired in the past, and we're
Yep.
paying all this money for these movies, to be made. And all you're doing is having your input right now, and we're fine with this deal. You can have Spider-Man in the MCU. We will pay for the movies. We will get the revenue, but you can use him in pretty much any way that you desire, outside of any other IPs that you want to use, because that's going to be what we're
Yeah.
going to be doing with Venom in our universe, whatever.
Yeah, Sony just wants a little bit. Actually, I don't know. I haven't seen how
Sony-
much they want of the like toys and stuff that come out of it. They want a little bit of that. I
Yeah.
know that.
Well, Sony gets
And
all the
that's
toy
fair.
revenue and stuff, or no?
No, Disney does.
Okay, so that's what it is. They get the toy revenue. Sony gets all the movie revenue at the moment because they pay for all the movie stuff.
I don't think all of it. I think 90% of it.
Right.
Like
I-
they get.
I think
they get
yeah,
a
Disney
shitload.
scrapes off the top a little bit.
Yeah, and now Sony wants to scrape off the top of the toys, and
And then, well, scrape off the freaking middle of the movies. But they wanted to pay for
Yeah.
the movies, so that was the deal. They wanted to pay for half of the movies, but they still probably get to keep their toy stuff. And then Sony said, "No, maybe we
exactly.
get some of that toy
Yeah.
money, huh? This is still our character." It's like, well, no, you
I-
can't do that. Fuck off.
actually,
Fucking
bet
children.
I bet that's completely it. If Disney wants more movie, Sony said,
Give us more toy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I want more Spider-Man action figures in my room. If you can have half of my movie, fuck you. God dang it, Disney. Disney, you're trying too dang hard.
Didn't he?
And then they tried to buy Sony? You can't just do that. You're not going to do that. They're making plenty of money off these Spider-Man movies, even if they're shit. Even if they're completely shit with Andrew Garfield. It doesn't
Whoa.
fucking matter. Yes, that movie's fucking terrible. Don't tell me otherwise.
I'm not disagreeing. I just that escalated so quickly.
It's fucking trash. It's not even good.
Well, when is that?
Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
I don't know.
And
when.
either of them.
I
The
watched
Amazing
them.
Spider-Mans.
Oh, see, I actually enjoy it.
I watched them.
I wouldn't say the
I was like the
best, but I-
Godfather. I
like-
put some packing in my cheese. Said, look what they did to my boy. Look what they did to my boy. They slaughtered him.
Yeah.
And
Nah,
I love the
did
Tobey
enjoy it.
Maguire. I love Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Even the third one. It's
I
kind of.
didn't-
that
no,
one I can't.
no,
That one.
No,
don't
I
know about.
can't give you the third.
I didn't
No.
I didn't say the third one was good, but I loved it. Just because I love Tobey Maguire and
That's
I loved
fair.
seeing
That is
Venom.
absolutely-
I loved seeing
Okay.
Venom in a Spider-Man movie for the first time. That was actually pretty exciting. I just wish they would have
That
either
is the
just
highlight.
done Venom or just did Sandman, because
Yeah,
Sandman
but-
was actually a great character. But they didn't give him any freaking screen time. They all gave it to the hairy goblin, the freaking Venom guy that didn't really realize his character either. That would have been really interesting
Yeah,
too.
but was fucking Eric from that '70s show really the best pick for fucking Eddie Brock though?
Probably not, but I mean, he's an okay actor, so he did okay with the part.
But I mean, like,
They didn't give him much to work with either. It's like, yeah, I hate Peter Parker. His pictures are better than mine. How does he do it? Oh,
facts.
oops, I got
Um,
some power. Time to kill. Hee hee.
Dude,
Yeah.
Topher Grace, that actor,
Mhm.
was actually on part of my take the other
Is
day.
his name really Topher?
Yeah.
It's Chris. He goes by Topher.
What a fucking douche.
He actually explains it in that he said he tried to go by Chris and no one would ever call him Chris, and so he made a joke of, oh, what if my name was Topher, and everyone just started calling him Topher, and it just stuck.
Topher, that stuff that you substitute in for meat sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Freaking aged Topher. I'll have the aged Topher, please.
Oh, some soy Topher.
Soy Topher.
Guys, hilarious though.
Jesus.
and does not sound at all like I would have imagined. He still sounded like, but that was a surprise to me. I still had a feeling that it'd be closer to fucking Eric Foreman than it really was.
Huh. I saw a fucking video on YouTube that got recommended on my home screen or on my homepage or whatever of it was literally just called Elijah Wood's Laugh. And I was like, okay,
I've
sure.
been seeing that. I've been seeing that too. What is it? I've been like almost really tempted to click on it.
It's
I
literally just
haven't-
him. He's sitting like in a chair doing an interview, and one of his co-stars, one of the guys who plays either Merry or Pippin or whatever, he does like this horrible accent and like asks him about all these weird questions about like, is Sean Astin gay? And people keep saying that like Sean Astin is gay for you and stuff like that. He keeps catching Elijah Wood off guard, and then he just explodes into this high-pitched hyena laughter of like falling over. That is just so fucking hilarious and awesome
Oh.
to see. It's really funny. It
I'll
was
have
so
to
it was a
watch
lot
that.
fun to be. Yeah, because like I clicked on it and I was like, it's fucking 3:30 in the morning. Sure, why not? Let's
Yeah,
give this
of
a try.
course.
I actually laughed a lot. I was like, that's really funny. Cuz like he can't see that it's his co-star either. Cuz the way that like they keep cutting back and forth, you think that it is, and then you
Mhm.
see that he's talking like the guy who's doing the accent and everything. He's talking to a screen of Elijah
Oh,
Wood
okay.
on it. So he's like hidden from him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he's kind of getting confused too. And he doesn't think that like he doesn't know how to approach this because he doesn't really know who he's talking to.
Nice.
Oh,
So this weird headline that I see today on ESPN, it said Brady limited in practice, blames age as a reason. I was like, are you sure it's age, or is it you just don't need to actually fucking participate fully in practice?
there's that, but I hate this headline. Because I guarantee that somebody's like, why are you limited to practice? Oh, you know, I'm getting old, haha. And it's like, he's,
Oh, yeah.
oh shit,
No,
he's
it's a
blaming it on the
complete
age. He's
joke.
going over the he's dying. Like, Jesus, media, fake news. I don't want to hear
What's
it.
hilarious is like, oh, yeah, because people who aren't injured being on the injury report is just Belichick's, plan. So maybe we shouldn't take all this shit too seriously.
Yeah.
I got a call from mom. What happened?
Oh, we're talking
Oh,
about Tom
so
Brady. Oh,
yeah.
go on. Oh,
The headline was Tom Brady limited in practice, blames age as a reason.
and I'm just saying that I hate this headline because the journalists are just freaking out because I guarantee he made some stupid joke about how, oh, yeah, you know, I'm just getting older. And then they go like, oh, he's dying. Too old.
I saw him listed as questionable in our fucking fantasy league.
I doubt
yeah.
it.
No, he's questionable. He's been questionable for the past 8 years. Every fucking week. The past years, I guarantee.
Fucking clip that. All right. Tom Brady's been questionable for the past 8 years. But here's the
'Cause
funny thing
that
is,
one caught me off guard.
here's the funny thing. You're not wrong. But you know he's always going to play. Unless he breaks
Oh,
a
yeah.
leg,
Absolutely.
he's going to be in that game. And I think this is Belichick again trying to game it a little bit because they're playing Buffalo this week. This is the serious game where they always seem to struggle against Buffalo.
2 undefeated teams.
Can you believe that?
In Foxborough or in Buffalo?
Oh, let's see. Yep, it's at Buffalo.
At Buffalo? Ooh, there's going to be dildos on the field.
Fucking dildos. Throw them dildos.
Let's go.
That's my favorite about sports is that people just throw fucking dildos on the field. I can't
And Buffalo
lie.
does it like no other.
Buffalo's what a great sports city.
Because they always fucking just put Tom's dildo on it. Just permanent marker written all over it and just throw that son of a bitch. And I don't think they ever find the people who throw them.
I like to
I think
imagine.
everyone vouches for everyone.
Oh, of course. I like to imagine that they take that in stride and they're still very polite after they throw. It's like, I've thrown my dildo for the day. Now I must go smash a table.
God.
It's like,
I
yes, sir.
would-
Jolly good day, sir. It's a good day to you. I hope we win. Buffalo to you, too.
Smash!
Fucking breaking bottles over there.
I will one day for sure go to a game in Buffalo, and I'm make sure I hit those fucking tailgates.
Make sure you're wearing your fucking colors correct. as
Oh,
well.
man.
I'd be
Yeah.
Oh no! When I go to the tailgate, I'm for sure wearing Buffalo Bills shit. I made my first time there because I want to experience the fucking tailgate. I made go on a non-Cowboys game just so I can experience it. as
yeah.
Bills
Fuck
Mafia.
yeah.
Who was
Fuck
that
yeah.
really good Buffalo running back that wasn't Marshawn Lynch? He was there for a long time.
Fred Jackson.
Yeah, buy yourself a Fred
O.J.
Jackson
Simpson.
jersey. I'd buy a Fred Jackson jersey. I love that guy.
Wasn't OJ?
Fuck yeah.
Hello, Twitter world. It's yours truly.
Andrew Luck.
Well,
what
I've
did
got
I
it.
ever do to you?
Well, I've got a lot of getting even to do. Andrew Luck, you're next. See you later, Twitter world. He sounds like he has CTE. Just the way he talks, kind of
Oh, for
staggers in his voice. He just. Have you noticed? Like every time he does a video, obviously, you know it's extremely staged, but he always comes in like a weird pose. Like he just hit a golf ball or something like that, or he's
I mean,
just
he is
pulling
white.
up. He's so white. Orenthal James, you are so white.
Orenthal.
Freaking, he's pulling up in his golf
Redenbacher.
cart. Hello, Twitter world. Well, I can't get enough of it though. I love seeing OJ
Oh, no.
on Twitter. I mean,
Oh, no.
I just love seeing the replies too. Like, you killed a man. What are you doing here? That's essentially the general or you killed. Well, it technically could have been a man too. I'm not saying. Or wasn't there another person there at the scene that died?
Yeah, it was Nicole's fiance.
Yeah.
Oh, as well? Okay.
Yeah.
You killed 2 people. What are you doing here?
Oh, did you guys ever see the fucking Family Guy cutaway?
Uh-uh.
Oh
Well,
my
I probably
God,
did.
Fucking, they. I don't even know how they set it up, but like OJ just fucking shows up at Nicole's house
Oh, yeah.
and just immediately goes, "Oh no! Oh my God, Nicole! Oh my God, my ex-fiance and fucking her lover. This is so tragic. Oh no!" Like he actually walked in on it, and he is innocent. And I was like, "Fuck."
Oh my god.
Is that the
risk.
same episode where they give OJ a second chance?
I think so. I think it might be.
And he starts killing people.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where that ends up.
Yeah.
If he wasn't the psychopath that killed his ex-wife or his whatever, or Nicole Brown and her fiance, he's gonna be the psychopath that kills somebody in the future. That's what they're saying there.
Yeah. Yep. Fucking, oh my God. Speaking of Family Guy cutaways, Elizabeth and I just saw one last night. We were watching it and fucking, so Brian bites Peter because he tries to give him a suppository
Mhm.
and he sends him to obedience school. And then he comes back drunk one night and he goes, "Hey, let's go pee in Meg's bed." And Brian's like, "Oh no, that would be bad dog stuff. I don't do bad dog stuff." And then like leaves. And fucking Peter's fucked up drunk and he's like, "What's wrong with him? We used to be the same and now we're so different. We're like a whale and his developmentally brother." And then fucking a whale comes up and like shoots out its fucking whatever and people go, "Ooh." And then the other whale fucking pops up and is wearing a diaper and goes, "Hi guys."
Why is nobody canceling Family Guy?
Oh.
Huh? That's ableist.
By the time Family Guy gets canceled, South Park's been canceled for so
Oh
long.
my god. I love that South Park's still a thing. The people.
Oh god, it's so good.
The thing
This
about
is
South
what
Park
you
that
can't.
really can't get mad about though is they shoot at everybody.
Of course.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
That's why you
So-
can't get mad because they shoot at fucking everyone. Like
But
if,
of course
if you
people
haven't
do.
been shot at, yes, you're next.
But here's the thing: is
Yeah.
that this is why the media is the one that's
Go ahead.
portraying all this bullshit, because people still love this stuff. There's a reason it's not canceled, even though it's borderline offensive. It's just like this new Dave Chappelle special that came out. Have you guys seen that? That is one of
There were some
that
times
is
where I was
one
just
of the
like,
funniest stand-up bits or stand-up specials that I've seen in a while. I enjoyed every minute of that.
First of all,
I've
I'm gonna
heard
say-
it's okay.
yeah. First of all, I'm gonna say his outfit was garbage. That suit that
jumper?
he was wearing,
That's
that jumper
that's the old
should have been a
Chappelle
different color.
style. That's the old Chappelle style, though.
but it should have been a different color.
That's what he used to wear back when he was doing the Chappelle Show stuff.
I understand that. I'm not saying that it was good back then either. Just saying it should have been a
My
different color. He would
favorite
look better in a
Chappelle
different color.
skit from the
Oh.
Chappelle Show was the racial draft.
Yes. Oh my
That's-
god.
Such a good skit.
Hold on. Jay, we're getting some weird feedback from your mic here.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it wasn't
I
feedback.
mean, it's gone now, but
It was like some weird. Yeah, it's like weird, like.
Am I in? Is that better?
I mean, you're in, yeah.
Okay, I think it's good now.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
There it is.
Uh-oh.
You holding your phone close to your mic?
No, this is the headset that's fucked up, but the audio comes
Oh.
through better because of
Try moving your
hold on.
connection to it around.
Is that better?
For now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um.
I'll grab a different headset.
Well, it's
you
working now.
Yeah, I mean, stick with it right now.
Okay.
You know what? If the Bills beat the Pats this week, they're gonna be 6-0.
What do you?
They're not gonna lose to the Titans.
I don't know. Titans are looking pretty juicy. That defense is no joke.
Neither is Buffalo's.
No, that's fair.
And the Titans' offense is the biggest question mark.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Minnesota Vikings. Looking at the Titans, honestly, they're like a dumbed down version of the Vikings. Think about this. You have a good running game, your quarterback's extremely questionable, and your defense is pretty good. They're literally the dumbed down Minnesota Vikings.
You know what though? I think if you put Mariota into the Minnesota,
I think he does so damn well.
Yes.
Because all that we need is a
get it.
game. That's all we need. I want Teddy. Bring back Teddy. That's all we need. He doesn't have to throw down the field 300 times a game. Let him get some dump downs, and we'll get some screens to him, and he'll do just fine.
hmm Look what he did against Seattle.
He won. He won the game. You know who probably wouldn't have done that? Kirk Cousins. God damn it. You have two of the best wide receivers in the league, and right now, arguably the best running back. You can't win the frickin' game against the Packers who wanted you to win? Piss on you, Lasagna. I'm sick of your shit, Kirk. I really want him.
That's such a good fucking scene. Oh my god.
I was thinking
wasn't
that too.
ready
I
for
just
that.
didn't want to fuck up his fucking tangent he was going.
God
on.
damn,
I've been saying
wasn't
that for
ready for that.
years, boys.
I wrote it down.
Yeah, no though. Kirk Cousins needs to be better, or just not try as hard. He needs to not try as hard. Just be Teddy Two Gloves, please. Check down. I don't care. Get us yards and don't lose us a fucking game. That's all you have to do.
I am so granted, I didn't get to see any of the Saints Seahawks game. But anytime I look at the fucking stat sheet, how the fuck did the Saints score 33 points?
They had a kickoff return or a punt return, I think. I think they had a defensive score. Teddy had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, see, I can see Teddy's
Yep, like I said,
157 yards, 2 touchdowns.
didn't he have
and then
207?
Kamar's-
He had 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, and out of like 18 attempts.
It's not what I'm seeing.
Or like, really?
19 completions out of 27 attempts, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
Kamara had 16 rushes for 69 yards and a touchdown.
He also caught 90. He caught for
92 yards.
Cutter.
Yeah. So if Seattle could have just stopped Kamara, potentially a different ballgame. But
Yeah.
I mean, Teddy, he does exactly what he did in Minnesota. He doesn't lose you the game.
Exactly. He does
and
what's
that-
asked of him, and he doesn't do much more above that.
Nope.
Every
Nope.
now and then you'll see a great game from Teddy where he'll actually do some good things.
Yeah, Teddy
Mhm.
has the ability to throw 300, 400 yards.
But he won't do it if he doesn't have to.
No, absolutely not.
If he can win you the game by throwing like the 177 yards to 200 yards, getting you 2 touchdowns, that's what he'll do.
I bet this stat line is so similar to when Blair Walsh missed that field goal against Seattle in the playoffs.
It probably was.
Because he just doesn't lose you the game.
Well, actually, I think Teddy might have had more yards in that game because he actually had to drive us down to get us in that
That's
position
true.
so many
That's true.
times. And then
He
Peterson
did
would fumble
drive
it
you.
away.
Yep.
Or yeah, let me check that out.
God, Peterson.
That's what pisses me off. Every time I talk to
When
Vikings
Peterson
fans,
had
it's
this fumble issue. That was a
he was AP Butterfingers for so long. Him and Percy Harvin were the worst about that, and it drove me nuts. People are like, "Why
Yeah.
are we getting rid of AP? Why are we keeping this Teddy fuck?" It's like, what do you mean? He's. It's time for AP to go. He's old. Look at him now.
Yeah.
It's been proven that we made a good
30
choice
Yeah, one is 30 some, the other one is 20 some.
with a promising
It's pretty
future.
obvious.
Like
And one is a quarterback and one's a running back. Yeah, okay.
exactly.
In that game, that one you guys are referring to, the Blair Walsh miss,
Yes.
Teddy was 7 of 24 for 120 or 146 yards. No tutties, no interceptions.
That was that really cold game that Bud Grant came out in a frickin' polo and like
Yes.
slacks. That was
Yes,
amazing.
it was.
I loved that so much.
Mm-hmm.
After we lost that game, I went up to my room and I cried for a minute. Then I just took a big nap. I'm like,
Fair.
I stood up downstairs with Jordan and Zerbs, just watching the freaking field goal miss. Everybody was quiet. I stood there with my arms in the air for at least a minute, and I just quietly put my arms down, walked off the couch, walked upstairs, and I just heard, "Ruckus?" from Jordan from downstairs. I'm like, I'm going to bed, and I stomped my way upstairs.
I don't blame you,
Oh
man.
man.
I got a call from my girlfriend at the time, laughing her ass off. And it was a FaceTime, so she saw I was just extremely distraught. I was like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "I'm going to bed." and I turned it off, and I went to bed, and I just saw my phone blowing up. "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It was one of the most depressing moments of my life.
I'm actually pretty shocked that I didn't break anything when the Cowboys defense last year decided that CJ Anderson was all day Peterson out there. He's fucking torching our ass.
Yeah.
I'm honestly, I can't believe I didn't break shit. I was so fucking. I probably didn't break shit because I was with my parents.
Yeah, that didn't stop me. How many
mean,
times
oh,
my parents
oh,
had
we
to like
were
tell me
all
to
fucking-
calm down?
Oh no, that's not my family. I'm more telling my parents to calm.
Really?
Oh,
That's
Ooh.
awesome.
we're in. Oh yeah, we're in.
in.
My mom, when we are not doing well, my mom has a troll that's supposed to be good luck when you're starting making sure he can see the game. You pet his hair when things aren't going right, and it starts to go right. Like we're dedicated.
I love that.
Hell yeah.
My parents are not, or my dad is not near as dedicated. Neither is my mom. I guess I don't know why I singled out my dad, but
Yeah, but your mom
My mom-
never struck me as a fuck.
She's-
we
she's-
need to win this
she's
game.
not even a football fan to begin with.
Yeah,
Like she'll support the game. She's like, "Oh, Lucas's Vikings are on. We should watch it. It's a pretty important game." Like she'll do that. That's nice of her. But then she'll also say shit like, God, that Aaron Rodgers guy's really handsome. I'm like, you shut your damn mouth.
Traitor.
He's a piece of shit. Like, I don't know. I think he's a pretty nice guy. It's like, no. And now that I've been listening to Aaron Rodgers on like the Pat McAfee show and stuff like that, it's really hard for me to hate him, and I hate that.
No, honestly, I would probably hang out with the guy and really enjoy his
I
time.
would too. He seems like a really fun fella. And like now that I've heard more about his personality and why he doesn't like respond to stuff about like him and his family. He just says, you know, I've lived my life. I've just decided that I'm gonna kill him with indifference. I'm like, oh, what a great line. Ooh, like,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that kind of
That
stuff.
one hit different.
It did. I'm like, ooh, A-Rod, let's go. And I'm like, nope, can't say that. Can't say that. Fuck that guy. Fuck the Packers. But
Like,
if Aaron Rodgers was on any other team, I think I'd love him. I think he'd be one of my favorite players in the NFL, bar none.
oh, I'm sure. One of my family's friends, he was my PE teacher. He's a big Vikings fan, and his wife was a Cowboys fan, but she doesn't really watch football very much. But she started really liking the Packers because she thinks Aaron Rodgers is so attractive.
Uh-huh.
So
It's
now,
the mustache.
So no, this is before mustache. This is pre-mustache.
Babyface Rodgers?
Yeah. And now his daughter, who's growing up, is now starting to like Aaron Rodgers too, and is like, "Damn, that's rough."
0 for 2.
Oh, no.
And it was hilarious because he's a big Twins fan as well, and my mom's a Royals fan, and they're division rivals and stuff like that. And so my mom got her a Royals shirt, and that used to be her favorite shirt. She used to wear it so often.
Damn.
It's like, this guy is never going to get hurt like any of his teams.
Oh, my God.
And
That's rough.
except for probably Iowa. And it's like, damn, girl, you had your options there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, you shit the bed on that one.
God, I'm looking at this fucking stat line. The Cowboys held Jared Goff to barely over 50% completion percentage and 186 yards with no touchdown. What the fuck did we lose?
What
So I
the fuck is
look
my
at-
Discord login password? Sorry, go ahead.
Until I look at the rushing stats. Fucking 123 rushing. Fucking CJ Anderson.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ. And then 115, but Gurley isn't really what beat us, but
No. Yeah. You're talking about the NFC Championship game?
no.
Oh.
The Cowboys Rams.
Did that just happen?
That was the divisional game to get to the championship game.
Oh.
Yeah, when we made the Saints look fucking mediocre in the season, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we could fucking beat the Saints again." Fucking couldn't even beat the goddamn Rams.
I think you guys just looked ahead too much on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think you guys should have been able to beat the Rams, especially with Todd Gurley being arthritis-y.
Well, like I said, Todd Gurley still ran for like 117,
Sure.
but he was barely used for a lot of the game, and it was just C.J. Anderson. Our run defense was so fucking good that
Yeah.
entire year,
That's what I'm confused about, is that run defense was actually decent.
and our pass defense was actually the problem. And then we hold, pass-wise, we hold Goff under 200 yards and no touchdowns, and we fucking lose the game? Granted, we couldn't run against.
That's a whole
But
That's
But
a
Dak
whole
had
ass
an incredible game.
Vikings. That's a whole ass Vikings type of loss right there. That's rough. That's
Yeah,
a signature loss for the Vikings.
I'm fucking used to it, though. Fucking Aaron Rodgers throwing to somehow a fucking tight end gets his fucking feet in the goddamn inbounds. Oh, jeez,
So speaking of
fucking
matchups,
somehow Dak or Dez didn't fucking catch it.
that's a rough one. So speaking of matchups, I think we should wrap this one up soon because I feel like shit.
Yeah,
But,
no, we can wrap her up. Jeez.
Let's get into. We're in week 4 of 17 of the 2019-2020 season in the NFL. Let's go over some of these interesting matchups we got going on here.
Hell yeah.
So right away at 7:20 at night on Sunday, we have Cowboys versus Saints. Are we gonna reclaim glory here? This is gonna be the game that should have happened. We're gonna see a great game. You beating up on my old Tedward 2 gloves. What are we gonna see, Brendan?
What are we gonna see? Hopefully, we fucking the Cowboys just goddamn Saints.
I wouldn't mind it, but I also want to see Teddy do good. I like the Saints now that Teddy's his quarterback.
No, for sure. Oh, absolutely, I get it. But what I'm happy to see was that Teddy wasn't extraordinary against a defense very similar, if not slightly worse than the Cowboys defense. And then I didn't know what Kamara's running was until I looked it up here, but under 100 yards. I think if we can stop Kamara, we've got a great shot.
And I think you guys are coming up on the Saints on a very opportune time where the defense has kind of regressed.
Mm-hmm.
Your offense is absolutely high powered right now with Dak and Cooper, and Elliott hasn't really had to do anything because Dak and Cooper have been taking up a lot of the slack, or Dak especially.
Yeah,
He has
Right.
been balling,
yeah, he almost has 1,000 yards already. He's only 80 away.
which is fantastic for playoff football because Ezekiel's going to come into it with fresh ass legs, and I think you guys are going to make the playoffs.
Oh
handedly.
yeah, and we're already starting to throw Pollard in for a lot of drives, honestly. So right now we got a 2-headed monster going on. And what really excites me is that Elliott has embraced Pollard so much. He's gone out and said, "I'm gonna help this guy become the best running back he can be."
That's awesome.
I'm like, God
It
damn,
absolutely
yeah.
destroys my fantasy numbers, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's hurting mine too. Don't worry.
Next game we have up on Sunday. It's a noon game. I think we might have one of the biggest trap games we're going to see all frickin' season. Patriots-Bills. Bills are hot. Bills
New
are
England's
hot.
only favored by 7. Granted, it's in Buffalo.
Which is
only-
absolutely wild considering how the Patriots have been playing this season already. I get that the Bills are undefeated, but I am for certain they're pretenders, but I am also for certain that they can come out of this game with a win. Because Bills always play the Patriots tough. I've learned my lesson from last year when I went to the Bills game as a Vikings fan, and I got my soul crushed by the ghost of Jerry Hughes. How you gonna let one man force like 3 freaking fumbles? God damn it, Kirk Cousins!
And then just fucking Josh Allen running all over your team. And I mean,
leaping
he's fast.
over Anthony Barr, and I saw that play live, and I'm just like, it's gonna be a
The
fucking
biggest
highlight.
thing, like, it's Anthony Barr.
One
Like,
of
he
the
didn't
most secure tacklers on the team, knows how to lay a hit on a quarterback, gets hurdled by Josh Whitey McWhitey Pants Allen.
Yeah, he didn't get a safety who just tried to hit stick him and he hurdled him.
Yeah,
He had fucking a top of the line linebacker in the NFL. And Jesus
it's
Christ.
so rough, and I think that's what killed Barr going into the Rams game because he was.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
McVay had a great scheme going on for creating the matchup between Barr
For
and Robert Woods or Brandon Cooks. So he was out scheming the Vikings handedly, but Barr just did not keep his head on a swivel. I think his soul was broken.
Oh, I think so.
Anywho, we're getting off topics of the Patriots-Bills game. How do you think the game's going to play out, Jack?
I think it should go okay. It's early in the season. I think that there's potential for the Patriots to lose this one, but we'll see.
Sure.
I mean, it's
I
a
don't know.
weird Patriots season. You guys are 3-0. Like
Tom-
usually
Tom
like
Brady's-
1 in like 3 or something after 4
Yeah,
games.
we usually start off like 0-4, like 1-5 type shit, and then we're just kind of like, hey, do you guys want to win the division? Yeah, sure. And then I think we looked this year and we were like, hey, these other two teams, these Jets and these Bills, they're not as bad as they used to be. Let's kind of try a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and then the mono, and then okay, well now we only got one.
Well, shit, we didn't have to even
Did you
have to
guys see
prepare for this
fucking-
year. We didn't have to prepare
Did
for
you
the
see Rich
test.
Eisen get pissed off for that?
That'd be
Who?
hilarious.
Rich Eisen got fucking pissed off about fucking Darnold getting mono.
Really?
I did not. I'm gonna
I'll
have to.
send
What
that
was
to you
his
guys.
stance on it?
He was like, Sam Darnold gets the fucking teenage kissing disease. Hopefully, if he's healthy enough, he can go to the prom.
I love Rich Eisen, man.
Dude, Rich Eisen is so good. His 40 is the best part about
Fuck
fucking
yes.
combine.
Fuck yeah.
I love how
It
they
really
always
is.
list it too. It's always fucking listed.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
I love seeing his
Oh.
like ghost run against all the other athletes.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the best.
Oh.
When they give him a head
320
start, too.
Oh yeah. All right. 3:25 Central Time. We got a big showdown.
this,
Big showdown.
which I think is the first must-win of the season,
Oh, I think so.
dead ass. If this is gonna be the Vikings' big litmus test going into this one, if we
Mhm.
can't, if we can stack up against this team, which is gonna be a defensive, just everybody's gonna get shut down. Nobody's gonna have good numbers. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be defensive powerhouse kind of game. One big offensive play might end up winning the game.
Yes,
Who you guys
for
playing?
sure.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Vikings
The
versus the
Bears.
Chicago Bears in Soldier Field. The Vikings never win in Chicago. Bleh. Fuck you, statistics.
Well, that was a lot of Jay Cutler.
That's right. Zimmer's won in Chicago plenty of times. Actually, more
Fucking
often than
Jake-
not.
Jay
But-
Cutler always circled that fucking Viking team.
Made me
He's like,
sick. That's-
Oh, I'm gonna show up.
That's
today."
why when everybody's telling me Jay Cutler's a trash quarterback, I always have to say, yeah, he could sling the frickin' rock. He
God.
was all right. If he just had a better mindset, I think he would have been a great quarterback.
Well,
Honestly.
fuck you throw him on that Bears team that went to the Super Bowl with Grossman. I bet that fucking team beats
I think they do
the
too.
fucking Colts.
Mm-hmm.
But then you wouldn't get to see Five-Head Man raise another trophy, and that's kind of fun because he's
Sure.
funny.
6 head. Don't underestimate it.
But I fully expect this to be a 3-point game, 6-10. Really hoping Dalvin Cook
That's
shines
4.
out. Seven
it's-
to 10.
My bad. I wanted to.
It's a
You're
fucking
right.
game
You're not
for
fucking
third
wrong.
place right now.
7 to 10. Wait, 7, 8,
I
9.
just wanted to make sure that you kept your own consistency.
Jesus Christ. I was just thinking a touchdown and a field goal, so I said 6 to 10.
Right.
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. 7 to
Yeah.
10.
No, I was following you.
Yeah,
Vikings
no.
win the game because Dalvin Cook and Kirk.
I would say if when you guys played the Packers, if that would have been in Minnesota, that would have been must win. But yeah, no, this is definitely the first must win.
Yeah, because we lost to the
Yep.
Packers. If we didn't lose the Packers, we could have maybe gotten away with this one. But just because of the way our schedule lays out, this is a huge must-win game for the Vikings, and they need to show up. And that's what scares me, is that this is a must-win game, week 4 of the NFL season, and we have Kirk Cousins as our quarterback. We're fucked.
Yep.
We're losing by 35. The Bears defense is going off, and I'm playing them in fantasy.
You
So
think-
let's go.
You think the fucking Bears? You think the Bears are capable of scoring 35 points in a game?
Yes.
Defense
Against Kirk Cousins? Against Kirk Cousins and his dumbass?
with Treadwell now being on the roster. Yeah,
Treadwell's going to doink 5 passes off his hands. They're all going to go back for touchdowns.
Oh shit, that's right.
yeah, because BB is hurt.
Oh,
And Kirk's going to look at a wide open Stephon
Fuck.
Diggs. Then he's going to look at a quadruple covered Treadwell. And he's going to frickin' laser that in there. He's going to doink off his
Four
rock
hands.
hands. Just doink. Frickin' go right into Eddie Jackson's sweet bread basket, and he's going to cradle that all the way to the end zone 5 times. That's
Kirk
how
is
it's going to
capable
happen.
of making that mistake 5 times in a row.
He
So that's fair.
certainly is.
Damn.
And it blows my mind that people are still defending this man because of his harebrained mistakes like that.
You like that?
I don't, Kirk. Go away. Leave me alone.
Oh, man. I'm also sorry that you had to face the Giants with Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
Next
now
week.
we're fucked against that too.
Well,
He was a
they don't have
meme, y'all.
Barkley. They don't have Barkley, so I'm not.
I hope we don't have to face the Panthers with Kyle Allen either. Yikes. What's going on?
You don't have to play the Panthers at all this year.
Thank God. We usually suck against the Panthers.
You apparently did not finish in the same spot in the division.
Woo.
They must have got what, second then?
No, I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh yeah, you had to play the Falcons, so yeah, they would have got second.
Any other interesting matchups? I'm not looking at it.
Yeah, I think Thursday night. I tell you that Eagles Packers game.
I was actually looking at that too. I really want to see, because I think the Packers, I love them or hate them, I think they're a good team this season.
The defense is real.
I really want to see how the Eagles are going to stack up against them. I hate the Eagles, I hate the Packers, but I want the Eagles to do good.
I want that game to end in a tie.
So that,
I want the Eagles to lose.
yeah.
But
Oh yeah,
I
you're it's in their division, yeah.
yeah, I also want to see the Packers really struggle on offense.
I do too. I think they will.
And I want the Eagles lose to be strictly that their wide receivers can't catch shit.
Have you guys, okay, speaking of that, have you seen this video that's out there on the
Yes.
internet?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
And he was just throwing babies out the window. So we was catching them. Unlike Aguilar.
I will send a video. He has a video explaining why he called out Aguilar. But I randomly went to Twitter to see what was trending, and Aguilar was trending. I was like, why the fuck is Aguilar trending?
Mhm.
It was just that guy.
Unlike Aguilar.
Unlike
Oh
Aguilar.
my God.
Oh man.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Real talk. Real talk.
I also I think the Falcons are going to win this week against the Titans because they're at home.
I think that's going
But
to
I
be a great
think
matchup.
the Falcons are going to lose and look like trash on the road all
Ooh.
year
Mhm.
long.
One more interesting game, actually. Chiefs-Lions. Do the Lions stay undefeated?
I don't think so.
This is going to be
No.
what I read on the internet the other day is that this is Patrick Mahomes' first dome game that he's ever played in the
Wow.
NFL.
Actually,
So
I can believe it.
expect his stats to look like freaking Madden numbers, man.
I'm not
Ooh.
sure.
Pick him up. Either he's not used to it and he's going to struggle for maybe half a quarter, and he's going to be like, "Oh, okay, I can bomb the football 80 yards instead of 70." Okay, let's play.
The only thing is, do they have well, I guess they have Kelsey. Yeah, I was trying to think.
Sammy
who else
Watkins
they
can
have.
outrun Big Play Slay.
He can outrun him.
That's
but
what I'm saying. All he needs to do is get a Big Play Slay, and Patty Mahomes can throw that
but-
ball 80 yards.
I think that's what's so great about Big Play Slay, though, is that he doesn't let you be.
That's what.
He's going to
that's kinda
jam him
where
at
I
the
was gonna-
line. He's going to jam him at the line. It's
He's-
going to be tough to get around him.
And Sammy is not good getting jammed.
No, he's not. They got some other
But-
quick receivers. Tyreek
But
Hill's out. If Tyreek Hill was
Kelsey's
in,
a
oh my
big
God.
one. I think Kelsey's probably going to eat.
I think so too. He's going to get plenty of
Mhm.
receptions. I'm probably going to do a DraftKings, just have a lot of Chiefs stuff.
What if the Chargers lose to the Dolphins this week?
Oh my God. Chargers are having a rough time. And to my surprise, it's mostly like Phillip Rivers hasn't been living up to Phillip Rivers' legacy.
Right.
I don't understand
It's
it.
just not good.
Because, I
like-
mean, if they didn't have Austin Eckler, they'd probably be 0-3 right now.
What? But Eckler also on the season only has 160 yards
On the season?
on the season.
What?
38
What?
carries, 160 yards,
I
2
f-
touchdowns.
Whole ass. Oh, you're. Holy shit. 160 yards total.
Total.
But he only got 2 touchdowns. Where is his fantasy stuff coming from? Is he
I
catching?
have-
Is he
What are
catching
his
a lot?
receptions
That's what I'm
looking like?
wondering. Is
That-
what's his
it
all?
Has to be. Let me pull that up here quick. Receiving.
Tim Hasselbeck
God
weighing next
damn
year
it.
from
Give me
NFL Live.
this
1 week
full.
does not
I don't need this shit. He only has a 208 receiving yards.
Okay, so
But the
that's
big thing is he has 2 touchdowns receiving as
so that's where his fantasy production's coming from. Then.
Oh.
He's
So he has
catching the ball
4
out of the
touchdowns.
backfield.
Okay.
Okay, so it's adding up. He's getting a lot. He's getting a lot of all-purpose yards.
yeah.
He's Marshall Falking.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
very much Marshall Falking. Well, you
Got
got
his
my
Marshall
man.
Falk on right now.
Got my man Dalvin Cook out here. With he's already got 375 yards.
Yep.
if he gets hurt, the Vikings are done for the season. That's just what
No.
it is.
I'm gonna have to really look at this here because on the players to watch for this Vikings game, it has Trubisky, and usually it's the best statistical quarterback.
Honestly, though,
Oh my god! Okay, so this, let me just tell you this: Mitch Trubisky been trash.
he has been, but Kirk hasn't done a damn thing either.
He has 579 passing yards through 3 games. Kirk Cousins has 502.
He has 500 yards. Kirk does. Good for him. I'm surprised he has that much. For how we've been playing,
Oh my god!
He put up a solid output against Packers.
yeah, because we were playing from
Yeah.
behind, so he had to start
Right.
chucking.
Yeah, he had 200 yards.
Even though I wish we didn't do that because Dalvin Cook's more than serviceable and playing from behind, and getting us a win. But
I think
suppose
Dalvin Cook would have won you guys the game.
I think you would have too if we just ran him in the freaking red zone and didn't throw up a dumbass pass and try to lose us the game or throw into quadruple coverage. We would have won the
I know.
fucking game. Would have won the
I'm
fucking
sorry.
game.
Joe Flacco
Elite.
has 773 passing yards.
What in the titty fuck?
How?
Elite.
How the
Also-
complete motherfuck?
Also, Leonard Fournette sees a stacked box 50% of the plays that they run.
That's a mistake. That's gonna kill any of these teams with Gardner Minshew as the quarterback. Idiots.
Oh, for sure. But he has 179 rushing yards. Good for him.
I thought it was like
Yeah.
71% of the plays that he saw a stacked box. I thought it was something crazy like that.
Patrick,
I think when it's a rushing play, it is.
Oh, just
Overall.
total snaps though.
Total, it's like 42 or something like that. I seen.
Right. Okay.
have you guys seen how
it's
many?
still crazy though.
Have you guys seen Patrick
Oh.
Mahomes' stats right now? Through 3 games.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Over 1,000 yards.
1,195 yards, 10 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't PFF grade out as much as Tom Brady does right now, who has not considerably less yards, but less yards, and less touchdowns. I think it's maybe
Mhm.
800 yards to 7 touchdowns, something to the tune of that.
Right.
Yeah, which is.
But,
He has 911 and 7 touchdowns.
Okay. But
Dak has
wow, Patrick
920
Mahomes.
with 9 touchdowns.
I really thought this man was going to slow down this season.
No.
I was
Pat?
wrong. Yes. He's
No,
on pace
dude,
to
Pat
break
is a
records
fucking
again.
Madden created player.
He really is.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. I just wish God gave him
He-
a better voice and took the frog out of his throat.
Yeah, he's just
Jesus
a
Christ.
gunslinger, man.
He needs to unswallow Kermit the Frog. I'm
Have
sick of
you
listening to
guys-
that man fucking speak.
Have you guys listened to PFT commentators' impression of?
I don't think I
Yeah.
have.
It is so fucking funny. All you got to do is go to just one episode when they're doing the fastest 2 minutes or whatever. When they get to the Chiefs game, he'll whip it out. It's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Just unreal.
Well,
I used to do a decent Kermit the Frog impersonation now that I think about it.
do it now. Go. No pressure.
Hi there, my name is Kermit the Frog.
It started off
not
wrong,
good.
but you got it. You got it towards the end.
Yeah.
You did
Hi.
get it.
Hi. 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 I can't do it right now. I bet if I'll find it. I'll find it.
If you were
But-
healthy, you'd be able to.
Oh, for sure. But I think we're gonna call it a night. You
Hope
thought
so.
we were dead. I am. Just me. I'm dead. uh, I don't feel like plugging anything. You know, if you fucking listen, you know who we are. Fuck you. Fuck us. Fuck everybody. Okay, bye.